A lot of people think that the best kind of fights are two unstoppable forces head-to-head, and you get an explosion. I think the best kind of fights are two fighters at their peak, both of whom you could say the following: hard to imagine that guy losing. If they would have fought in different eras, people would say, who would win, Kovalev or Andre Ward? Wow, that's a tough one. I don't know, well, they fought in different eras, we'll never know. No, they're fighting in the same era. There will be an answer.
Two fighters that are absolutely in their prime. Two fighters that are in the top 5 pound-for-pound rankings in the world. Two fighters that are 30-0. We don't often see matchups like this in the sport. So I think that's obviously fueling the anticipation.
There have been fights throughout boxing history, Shane Mosley and Oscar De La Hoya, the first one. It was a high-speed chess match between two top pound-for-pound fighters in their primes, and it produced excellent action.
This has been a war.
And this is that kind of fight.
It's tough for me to put myself in the same category as legends, but I feel like it's appropriate. To me, this is like Tommy Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard all over again. Obviously, him being Tommy Hearns and me being Sugar Ray.
It's Pernell Whitaker against Julio Cesar Chavez, Sr., of course. It's Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran or Tommy Hearns. It's that kind of fight.
From Joe Louis all the way up to this point, Robinson, Leonard, you name them. It was very significant leading up to November 19th, so I'm aware of his place in that particular mix when the great ones fight the great ones.
Good.
When you're undefeated, when you've never taken that O, when you're at the very top of the game, losing is the penalty. You're doing this for the legacy. Neither guy can afford to lose this fight.
What comes with the victory is life and career changing. That would make me a 5-time world champion in one night. That means something to me. That would continue to solidify my claim as a Hall of Famer. That means the world to me.
They're gonna be showing to the world who is a pound-for-pound #1 boxer.
The moment the winner is declared from Ward Kovalev, that name will be atop most pound-for-pound lists in boxing, including mine.
The winner of this fight, at least for the moment that he exits the ring that night, is probably going to be seen as the #1 guy. I don't know how important that is to Kovalev, but I know it's tremendously important to Andre Ward.
That's the moment when you're atop that list. I've been as high as #2, so I got to do everything that's in my power to be atop that list. So it means everything to me.
He is definitely the best pound-for-pound guy out there right now because of who he's beaten.
First of all, Sergey wants to be #1 pound-for-pound. Second of all, he's not giving his titles away. Just like you try to take a kid from a lion. You think you can get it? No. Same thing, you're trying to take belts from Sergey. That's his kid. You're not gonna touch it.
You're seeing why no one wants to get in the ring with Kovalev.
In a sense, it portrays the ultimate classic-style matchup. The consummate boxer/counterpuncher, Andre Ward, against the consummate puncher-destroyer in Sergey Kovalev. And one of those two styles is going to prevail.
A big puncher like Kovalev against a real good technician like Andre Ward makes this fight really, really fascinating.
You've got two fighters that have totally different styles. They approach the sport differently. I think it's going to boil down to who's best prepared, who's had the best training camp.
I see this fight as being a fight that, the last 2-3 rounds might be the fight. It's going to be really a drag-out, knockdown type of fight.
When you read the opinions of the fight, it's 50-50. That constitutes a super fight, in my opinion.
We're both undefeated. Both are best boxers in light heavyweight division now. And this fight for best pound for pound. Everything even, and it should be 50-50.
Not only will the boxing world be split 50-50 in terms of who's gonna win, those who believe Andre's gonna win, they're not gonna be so certain about it. Those who believe Kovalev is gonna win, they're not gonna be sure about it.
No one seems to be able to settle on it enough to give one a decided edge, so to speak. I think that's what makes the fight interesting.
I'm just gonna be another fan and watch it. I can't do anything about it at that moment. My job is done. But I wanna see who wins. I wanna see how he does it.
This is the fight that is the door to superstardom.
You have two guys who have never lost, whose legacies, whose careers, whose everything is on the line.
Forget the fight of the year. I think this may be the best fight of the last decade.
A light heavyweight showdown for the ages.
This is a legacy builder.
This is the super fight.
It's gonna be a very tough and incredible battle. We're gonna show amazing fight.
I've been training for moments like this my whole life. Any man can be broken. Champions find a way.
What a thrill for boxing fans. These guys are the cream of the crop, the elite of the sport. Do you think he's ready?
Yeah, I see he's ready, and I'm ready too.
I'll see you in November.